The government's Make in India initiative, whilst admirable as an objective, perhaps has scope for some improvement. In the context of manufacturing investments, China's experience is worth examining, and this commentary will explain its basic props. These were effectively through a combination of the right policy measures and massive investments in infrastructure. But what really proved to be of overriding consequence was the cluster theory. This involves close linkages between China and a host of countries, including Taiwan and the tiger economies of Asia. In the early 1980s, the aggregate national output of India and China was about the same at US dollars 210 billion. Now China's economy measures $14 trillion against India's 2.6 trillion. China's poverty rate is down to 4% compared to India's at 22%. Clearly, hundreds of millions of Chinese could not have been pulled out of poverty by subsidies and entitlements. Investment and growth were crucial, and these were made possible by market reforms in three critical inputs comprising of land, labor, and capital. But essentially, the bulk of global trade is not amongst nations, but amongst multinational companies. India, unfortunately, is not yet a part of the global supply chain. But many are hesitant to bring India into the loop for a couple of basic reasons. The first is apparently the high cost of doing business, largely an outcome of weaker infrastructure and unfavorable land and labor laws. The second was exorbitant taxes. Well, till a few weeks ago, the effective tax rate, including dividend distribution tax for large corporations in India, exceeded about 48%. Higher individual taxes also discourage senior executives to relocate to India. In recent months, as global supply chains adjust in the aftermath of the US-China trade war, Vietnam has emerged as the popular choice. India too has the potential to capture a chunk of this market, but that would need a few policy tweaks in factor markets that concern land, labor, and capital. Thank you.